From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, the start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday evening baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in.
First pitch coming your way next. And towing the slab in this one, Trey Savage. And Singy, he's one of the bright young stars in the game this year. Coming up on the first pitch, Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Savage was recently in the All-Star game for the first time, a nice career achievement. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Benintendi to the plate. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Steer gets under it. And there's one away.
Batting fourth, first baseman Munetaka Murakami.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Runners at first and second with one gone here in game one of this three-game set. And that'll load the bases.
What a special moment for him, man. Getting that all-star appearance is just awesome. A lot of good players who had really nice careers but never played in the all-star game, so he should appreciate this.
Lined into right. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. In comes the first run of the game as the White Sox take the lead. So bases loaded with one away. Kyle Teel steps to the plate for the White Sox. Here's a 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. The 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Takes it himself for one. Double play. He's out. What a twin killing to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Back here at Rogers Center. On the hill for the White Sox, Shane Smith. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay throw in there, just beat the tag. It's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Digging in, Addison Barger, Murakami. He takes it on his own. That's out number 2. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. The 1-1. And a foul ball. 2 outs with a runner at third. Now
That's
one missed. And a foul ball, he stays alive. This one in the air right field. That's a base hit. Run scores. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, all even at 1 apiece. New inning getting started. So up now for Chicago, Luis Angel Acuna. In the air, left field. And there's one down. The Blue Jays would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes. Swing and a miss at a slider.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Now the left fielder, Derek Hill. That's the third. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Couple of singles back to back. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Boog, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
2 on, 2 outs. Throws to first in time, and the inning is bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now it's going to be Miles Straw. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through it for the K. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. So digging in, Munetaka Murakami. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Slides for the stop, and they get the out. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. Home half of the third coming up. Tied at 1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to...
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Out towards right center field. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hit on the ground, might be 2. On to second, they get 1. And a run scores on the double play.
For the Blue Jays, right fielder, Addison Parker.
The 1-2. Hard hit, right side. out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Back now in Toronto. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So up next, Luis Angel Acuna. That one to first, and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Third baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Swings through that one for strike two. Gets a piece and stays alive. Another 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. White Sox down a run. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 aboard with 1 out. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder. Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that is foul. Oh, and now a wild pitch. Throw into third, tag, safe. And a wild pitch, and both runners are in scoring position. And they're all loaded up. Here's a 1-1. Late with the swing there. Struck him out looking. Huge strikeout there.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
That one lifted to left. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Rogers Center, taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one carrying. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk. Up the middle, throw to first in time. Here's Andres Jimenez. One away with a runner at third. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. And a big swing and a miss. On the ground, right side. Murakami takes it to the bag, and there's 2 down. One now. And he grounds one to the right side. My draw. Play made. That ends the inning. Blue Jays. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox. Munetaka Murakami. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Popped in the air, left field. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Miles Straw.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
At the plate, Ernie Clement. Swings, and this one's flared. Makes the catch. 1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, Spencer Steer.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Eric Fetty, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Gilbert also getting ready. What a stop. The feed for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Ball to strike. The pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Montgomery. They get the force. That's the third out. Back here in a close one. And a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Barger under it. And a quick out, number one. White Sox down a run. And we're in the top half of the sixth. On the ground, out to short. Slinging it to first in time. Now the third baseman,
next,
Miguel
the
Vargas.
Third baseman.
Two
Miguel
down, nobody
Vargas.
on the ground to the left. And that's just foul.
Four-seam fastball.
The 1-2.
Outside. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Splitter.
1-2 now. Here's a high chopper. And that goes foul.
Splitter. Low
The
inside.
1-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Gone. He sends one out the opposite way. Home run number 5 on the season. And the White Sox jump out in front. It's 3-2.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game. Brendan Little on the pitch here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Overhand curve.
1-2 now. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
Just a slow ground ball this time. And that ends the inning.
That's an out.
Well, the White Sox with a 2-run homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Well, we go bottom 6. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Swings through that. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Not a great curveball there at all, but clearly he wasn't looking for it because it just dropped right into the happy zone, and it looked like, to me, the swing was a little bit late. Tells me he gave up on it early and then just tried to have that emergency hack at the last second to put it in play.
2 down. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Two now. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base. Here comes the skipper. On the mound now, Eric Fetty.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Gloves it on the dive. Goes to second with it. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jimmy Garcia.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. The 1-2. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. And a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Good job to fight that one off.
Curveball.
Montgomery gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Sweeper.
The 1-2.
Inside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Curveball. Below middle. Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job.
And that is that. Back now in Toronto. It's that time of the season. Let's check out some notable trade candidates. Left field, way back there. That's got a chance. Gives up the body and makes the catch.
Excellent play out there, and he does it in a huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
Out towards right center field. Acuna on the move. And a couple of quick outs. So digging in, Ernie Clement.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him swinging. That's out number 3. Blue Jays go down in order.
Now pitching.
Tommy Nance comes on now.
Well, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just kept it simple, played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Could use a ground ball here.
Up next for
Something in the
Chicago.
infield.
Left fielder,
Runner at first
Derek
base.
Hill.
Get 2. Get out of this.
So up next, Derek Hill. Back in the 6th. He drove a 2-run shot out of here to help them get the lead they're working with.
Yeah, definitely one of the bigger moments in this game.
Got him swinging. First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 8th.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that's the 3rd out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one down. Dominguez working for the 50th time this season. He joined the team as a free agent. Here's a 2-1. Smoked on the ground a second. Slings to first in time. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. In the air to left center. He's got it. And that is the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Braden Fisher.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Grounder off the pitcher. Now the throw to first on the run, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. So a man aboard. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. And a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Got him looking. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Slider. Low outside.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. His 9th homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-2.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive.
Here comes the skipper. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jeff Hoffman.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a ground ball. And that's just foul. Got him. Now 2 out.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the...
Got him. Out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's 5. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Grant Taylor.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Strike 2. Grounds 1 to short. Montgomery. Throw to first in time. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a base hit. And a man aboard.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
In the air, left field, and it stays fair. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Jesus Sanchez. The 1-1. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Tying run at the plate. Ball in the dirt, and it gets away. But no advance from the runners.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
2-1 now. Swings, and this one's flared. Ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog.
All right. Pitching in our game today, Shane Bieber. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound. Ready to go? Chase Maedra steps to the plate for the White Sox. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Low outside.
The Jays could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt. And a swing and a miss, and there's one away.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
2 outs, base is empty. Andrew Benintendi steps to the plate for the White Sox. Out towards right center field. And that is that. Back now in Toronto. Getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, Sean Burke. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
A very forgettable start his last time out. Was only able to work a couple of innings. We're looking for him to put it all together today. Command, tempo, and just really a confident presence out there on the mound.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through that one. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that one hammered, carrying well. Misses the ball, and it falls in. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw.
He's safe.
He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but...
All right, grounder into the outfield for a knock. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Around second, on his way to third. Now the tag at third, and they got him. And now it's Dalton Varsho. The 1-1 is fouled off. One run across in the frame so far here in the second game of the series. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. That's the first sinker we've seen today, and it was effective. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1. Back here at Rogers Center, all set for the start of the inning. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. And there's a foul ball. Bieber getting his 20th start of the year. And, of course, has a Cy Young to his credit. Got him swinging.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Low inside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
In the air to left center, 2 away. Jesus Sanchez digs in now. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball there. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. We play. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Knuckle curve. Low outside.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. So up next, Luis Angel Acuna. And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there.
Jimenez to second. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Here goes the runner. Fought off foul.
Four-seam fastball.
Runner on the go again. Grounds 1 to short. Jimenez in plenty of time to first. That's the 3rd out. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. This one could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a leadoff double.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But
swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. The run comes in from second. The relay, but he's in there easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Rips that one to right. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to the left. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
That's ripped. Base hit. And now two aboard.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that one ripped to left. That is the inning. The Jays push across a run on this double. And it's 2-zip. Back now in Toronto. Start of the fourth. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. Late with the swing there. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
This one popped up. And that is that. Back here at Rogers Center, it's that time of the season. Let's check out some notable trade candidates. This one in the air center field. Acuna has a beat on it. One up, one down. Here's Andres Jimenez. The 1-2. Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3. Jimenez wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and the strike call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Out of here. He nails one out to right. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add on. It's 3-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now at the plate, Ernie Clement. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That is the inning. Toronto extends the lead on the solo shot. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Just
no, that's
missed.
down. Ball.
Knuckle curve. Low middle.
Tap foul at the plate.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
Got him swinging. Strikeout number 8. So digging in, Kyle Teal.
Low outside.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Middle outside.
And he grounds one to the right side. Throw to first in time.
Four-seam fastball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Outside.
And down on strikes. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Spencer Steer. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
That one missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
High fly ball out to center field. Acuna gets under it. 2 down. So up next, Addison Barger. And a swing and a miss. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here comes the skipper. Tyler Gilbert takes over on the mound.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
That one almost got him. Ripped on a line to center. And that is that. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Got him looking for the K. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Left fielder Garrett Hill.
Swings through that.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Right side. And that one handled. Guerrero steps on the bag. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Slider. Low
Back to the top of the order now. Now here is Chase Mydroth. Line drive, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Way out front for strike 2.
Middle inside.
Misses.
No, that missed. That's
and it's
the ball.
2-2.
Low inside.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck, carrying well into the bullpen and gone. A 2-run homer, his 27th home run of the season, and they cut into the deficit.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. This to center field. That gets down for a hit, and that extends the inning.
Four-seam fastball.
The 2-1.
Low middle.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Low inside.
That one is absolutely belted. Throw cut off to second. Not in time. He's got a double. So digging in, Brooks Baldwin. Line, and that's a base hit. One runs in. Fires it to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. It's 4-3. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. Out towards right center field. And that'll do it. So they move out. Well, we go bottom 6. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. Out to short, Montgomery. Off balance feed, there's one. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter, Jesus Sanchez.
In the air to left center. Acuna should have this one. And that's the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jimmy Garcia.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Pitch misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. Derek Hill steps to the plate for the White Sox. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 1-2. Popped in the air, left side. Jimenez under it. And that is that. Nothing doing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog.
Even runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
He's got it. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will hit next.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
2 down, nobody on. Hot shot to third. Play made, that ends the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Rogers.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Sinker.
My drop. Aboard here at first with nobody out. Just a slow ground ball this time. The throw to second. Over to first. Safe.
Up next for the White Sox.
Benintendi up here. That one fouled off.
Slider. Middle inside.
Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Sinker. Low outside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Snuck the fastball by him.
Up next for Chicago. First baseman, Munetaka Murakami.
Slider. Low inside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Sinker.
The 1-2.
Outside.
High fly ball right field. Barger under it. And that is that. Back now in Toronto. Bottom of the 8th. Addison Barger getting ready to hit. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
The 1-2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that puts the tying run on base.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Dominguez keeping him close.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
The 1-1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
And a 1-2. The White Sox trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball could be 2. Flips it. There's 1. Back to first, and it's over his head. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, no trouble getting the double play started, but clearly some trouble on that return throw.
So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Grant Taylor.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2. Way inside. That smash towards center. Acuna moving under this one. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Eric Lauer.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Brooks Baldwin. Throw to first in time.
Four-seam fastball.
The 1-1.
Outside.
And it's fouled away.
Slider. Middle outside.
Up the middle. Clement. On to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. And here is Sosa to the plate.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the White Sox, center fielder, Luis.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Line drive to short and caught. So back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the 9th, Andres Jimenez now at the plate. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the ninth.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter, Jesus Sanchez.
The 2-1. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save.
Really nice swipe of second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time. Man, such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but he just beat it.
Left field. Grabs it on the run. And there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second, Ernie Clement the next to hit. Fouled off down the right side.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it.
This one in the air, right field. Base hit into the outfield. Here's the throw. Safe. He beat the tag. Tie ball game, 4-4. To short, could be two. One at second. Double play, and we're headed to extra innings. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now tied 4-4. Welcome back. Pinch hitter getting set to lead off here in extras.
Overhand curve.
Man at second. Inside corner, that's a strike. And the count 1-2. Now he's challenging the called strike. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Ball squirts away a little bit. The throw to third. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at third.
Yeah, that's just a mental mistake right there. You're already in scoring position, and you're the potential go-ahead run. Unless you're standing up as you get to third base, you should not be going anywhere.
Now it's the second baseman, Chase Mydroff. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
He loves being the guy at the plate in these spots. You need to be careful with him because he can change this game rather quickly.
One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And there's a hit. They get the force. They get him, but it was pretty close.
Four-seam fastball. 2-2
down. Swing and a miss, and that is that. The White Sox back here in extras, and a new pitch. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. Tied at 4. And that's way high. 2-1. And that one ripped to left. Can't get there, too slow to get after it. And a good start to the inning. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Feed to second, that's one. Throw to first, but he beat it. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Up the middle, it gets through, that's it. In comes the winning run, and the Blue Jays walk it off in extra innings. Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A one-run extra inning. From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable. First pitch. And the starter for Toronto, Jose Barrios. He's near the top in strikeouts, and opponents still haven't figured him out.
Yeah, his swing and miss is nasty, baffling would-be hitters on a weekly basis.
It's not just his power, it's his command of the strike zone that jumps out to me, Singy.
Yeah, he's must-see TV. Sign me up for that subscription. Every game is a pitching clinic.
2 down, bases empty. And next is the designated hitter, Andrew Benintendi. And he'll pull into second safely.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Not much to this one other than just a willingness.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. A 2-run shot. And the White Sox strike first. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
So 2 down. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Slurve. Low inside.
Got him. Out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Back here at Rogers Center, getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, Anthony Kay. What do we have on him?
Well, he tried to make it through the 5th inning last time out, but the pitch count just got too high. He ended up taking the loss. That's one of those you just have to shake it off, come back out today, and try to throw a gem.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. And a 1-1. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first.
Addison Barger.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Got him. That ends the frame. Back now in Toronto. Well, Singy, we talked him up at the top of the broadcast. Firing on all cylinders coming in, but haven't seen the same dominance today.
Well, it's still early, but the sharpness hasn't quite been there. Feels like he's just one adjustment away from flipping the script.
In the air to left center. And there's one away. And here is Sosa to the plate. The Blue Jays looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help.
Batting ninth, left fielder Derek Hill.
Right through there for a strike. And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. The 2-2 on the way. Swings through it for the K. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. The 3-1. And that gets down for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
And that is out of play. The 1-2. Lifted in the air down the left side. And that's a fair ball. Runner around third. Oh, the throw is wild. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error. So two in scoring position with one out. Here's George Springer. 2 on, 1 out. That one is cut on and missed. Looked like a changeup.
Really good changeup. Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Got him swinging. Good job at damage control right there. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. This one popped up right side. And that's a fair ball. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Kind of just punts it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I'll tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
Okamoto. There's one to first. Double play. Nicely done.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Benintendi up here. That's the first cutter we've seen today, and it was effective. Back here at Rogers Center, it's that time of the season. Let's check out some notable trade candidates. This ball's chopped on the ground. Picks it up with the bare hand. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
Ground ball could be 2. The throw to second. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Lined into right. Can't get the glove to this one. It falls in. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exact.
Line drive, base hit. Okamoto coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swinging a ground ball, and that's just foul. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to runner on the go. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Back now in Toronto. So up now for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Fires over to Guerrero. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
4-seam fastball. Middle inside.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Sinker.
The Jays
Low
up by
outside.
2. Top half of inning number 4. In the air, left field. Makes a nice running catch. That's out number 2.
Slurve.
And now the
Low
catcher
inside.
comes up to hit. Kyle Teal.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
There's a strike.
Sinker. Low outside.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Sinker. Low inside.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish
Low
line.
outside.
This one in the air, center field. And makes the grab. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the White Sox 2. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it. Step off, throw to first. And he's back in there. Jimenez on at first. Nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second, there's one. Throw to first, but he beat it. 1 out, man at first. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Step off, throw to first. Springer back, and they got him. Swings through the sweeper. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him. Back here at Rogers Center. All set for the start of the inning. Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Sinker. Middle inside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Middle inside.
So now 1-2.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now
Four-seam
Derek
fastball.
Hill.
High
2 down,
inside.
nobody on. Late on that fastball.
Slurve. Middle outside.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Smoked on the ground a second. Clement over to first. And the inning is over. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. And a 2-1 on the way. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's Vladimir Guerrero
For the Blue
Jr.
Jays, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero
Ball and a strike.
Jr.
Bounced out to short. Slings to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock. Kazuma Okamoto will hit next.
Third baseman Kazuma Okamoto.
This one smashed down the right field line. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Cut off. Now a throw home. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Welcome back. It's been a great game. So let's take another look at the most important moments so far.
Low outside.
Ground ball right side. And it goes just foul.
Low outside.
Right side. Barger takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Circle change.
So up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. And that drops in for a strike. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Montgomery wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. Got him. 2 away now. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a foul straight back.
Sinker.
Here's a 1-2.
Outside.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. The 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late. Outside. Full count now.
Middle outside.
And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
Up next for the White Sox, right fielder Brooks Baldwin.
2-2 now. Down and in, moved his feet. And that'll load the bases. Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Swings through that. White Sox down a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing, and he popped it up. And that's the 3rd out. So they get back down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sean Newcomb.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
The 1-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
Man at second. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Softly hit to third. Sosa sends it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Here's Andres Jimenez. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 5-3. There goes the runner. Cut on and missed. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
1 out, the runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner on the go again. There's the ball. Throw bounces in, and he's safe.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there, stealing third base, probably caught him off guard a little bit.
Got him swinging.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts.
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Eric Fetty.
Important job for him to do right now with that runner on third as they try to add on to their lead. Just needs 1 out to get out of it, so this is a huge matchup in this game right here.
The throw to first, And that's terrific work out of the bullpen. One pitch to end the frame. But the RBI single pushes across a run.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Brendan Little.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Tosses to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Derek Hill steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Got him swinging on the curveball. Now 2 out.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
And that is that. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Here's a 1-1. Gets under it and pops it up. 1 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. The 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Montgomery throws to first in time.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
2 down, nobody on.
Right
Here at the
fielder,
bottom of the 7th.
Addison Barger.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Diving, but it gets down for a hit. Throws to second, safe, and that's his 3rd hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop.
On to first, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Blue
back,
Jays.
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Rogers.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss there. That one ripped left field. Way back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And they cut into the deficit.
The count was full, but he was ready to swing it. 2 homers, and the latest one brings him back into striking distance, Boog. Only down a run now, and they're riding momentum here in the final stretch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. White Sox draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Here's a 1-1. Late swing, foul to the left. One, 2 now. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Brings it in, and there's 1 down. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Substitution now at first base. Coming on to pinch run for Toronto. Number 11, getting some more speed on the bases. That's to third, and he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Mike Vassell gets the ball now.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So coming into the game now on defense, Daniel Susak. He takes over behind the plate. Well, one-run game. Kyle Teal getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Strike two.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it. But he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes.
Got him looking. White Sox down to their final out. Down to third baseman, Lenny Sosa. The White Sox down to their final strike. In the air to left center. Steer under it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays win the rubber match of this three-game series.
He's done it again, Boog. That's his 30th save of the year as he puts another game to bed. Sweet dreams, everyone.